What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another VOD breakdown. Different camera angle today. Rearrange the setup a little bit. I've been having some internet problems for the last 3 days. I missed 2 days of practice. It's been hell, but I'm still here. You know what I mean? Got the chance to record this today. Uploading a little later than my normal time. I'm usually uploading around I want to say like noon Central Time. This is probably going to go up around like 6 p.m. Central Time. But the main thing I want to showcase here, if you guys didn't know, I read all comments on all of my videos. So whether that inspires you to hate or inspires you to leave something nice, that's great. We have a question here. Can you analyze why G2 start for every series is so shit? Maybe they have a chance to win the event if they don't start every single game with a 7 or 11 round deficit. If you don't throw, you don't need to make an epic comeback. So I think it's a fair point, even though it is like a little harsh. I think G2 notoriously throughout this tournament have had this happen. Go down 11-0. Win 2 rounds on a half, you're down 10-2, right? Lose 7 rounds in a row. This is a little, less, kind of like concerning to me because they at least won out at the end of the half there. But I feel like the main thing that I have talked about G2 is their fundamentals, right? Fundamentally, a very good team. The togetherness, right? The trading, the spacing, it's very high quality. And the moment that I see them letting these things slip or glossing over moments or, not clearing or entering or pathing how they normally do, okay, I lose a lot of faith in them, if I'm being honest. Everyone on this team has pop-off potential. Icy, Valen, Trent, Leaf, Jonah. Everyone has pop-off potential, and we've all seen them do it. We've all seen them do it, right? The thing is, I just don't see like 3, 4, 5 of them performing at this like above average level, right? Where they're putting themselves in a position where they can convert off of it. It's usually 1 or 2 of them, like really, really like carrying like the heavy stuff, right? So could be a confidence thing, could be many things, but the real reason I think that they have slow starts to games is just the approach that they have to games. G2 are a very prep heavy team. So it's not necessarily that they aren't playing their own game. It's more so that they're trying to play into the enemy a little bit, anti-strat them, right? Use the prep that they have, right? Try to bait out people, try to pay attention to tendencies, see if things are the same, see if things are different. And I feel like they spend a lot of time figuring that out or attempting to do it. And then over time, they'll fall back into their system. They'll fall back into the things that they know. They'll fall back into the things that they trust, right? So on this pistol round here, nothing too crazy to break down, but I did just want to showcase kind of like what I mean in terms of like fundamentals and what I notice like going into like a situation like this. So obviously here we have a 5-person shift walk contact A. This is not something that they do every single time. Again, I think that this plays into prep, right? I think that they prepped for something or they predicted that something would happen. They run like a little gamble here. They go sniff it out themselves and they kind of read into the situation like a too much. So I don't know if this is like, GenG always fight A, or someone like walks up and fights the line by himself. Let's see what we can do. But I mean, based off that, right? No info C, no info B. Based on something that they had in their heads. All right, we're going right now. They didn't do the thing they were supposed to do. Door opens, smokes are landing. Paranoia is thrown with the haunt. Corner not cleared for a double entry. Meter's now getting his first kill starting here. Now we have 5v3. Got to reset. We used literally everything. We're kind of screwed. All GenG now have to do is just take their time, let them funnel into this bomb site, let them plant, group up, and retake together. G2 in the double man disadvantage have to push something. Icy's going to trade out Jonah 2v4 now. It's uncomfortable. Look at GenG leveraging the risk here, trying to play together, not letting stuff fall. Another 1-for-1 trade, unfortunately. Nothing you can really do about that. He's one body shot. They're going to push him, and Meteors for 3. So again, kind of like a sloppy start. There's your kind of like example of like, what it means to like read into these situations, what it looks, what prep looks like, what anti-shredding looks like. And sometimes, when you, create that idea in your head, whatever it is, you just run with it and it'll be wrong. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I feel like this is the main reason on how it keeps snowballing out of control for them. So here we are on the bonus for GenG. Okay, they're going to come out in a position where they get ready to kind of like fight here. I do like that they're looking to do something with kind of their lesser firepower. And another good thing about G2 is that they're just sitting here and like taking their time. They don't want to get caught off. Unfortunately, okay, someone is going to get phantomed here. All right, Trent is just going to get cucked by Texture here. He's going to get his ult orb and immediately rotate away. We have this nice control, and we're going to move. Just watch the proactivity of GenG. Even though they have the first blood in the map control, they immediately reinforce B with a Prowler, making sure no one is instantly walking up trying to get a timing and cheese anybody. Okay, G2's going to regroup here, and they're going to characteristically go and break the Sentinel's utility, trying to get the Sentinel to ask for help, right? Move another person over. Okay, over time, they're going to break some stuff. They're going to back up. Jonah's been holding the space. They're going to do a standard Rebel reclear. Karen has already given the space. Great job managing risk, right? Just not sitting there and just getting caught out. They're still playing a nice setup here. Texture's going to reposition to the bomb site so he doesn't get caught out. And G2 do a very, very kind of like standard thing in NB here. A lot of people just, you know, go here when they're in the man disadvantage. It's just like a super easy option for them. Notice how GenG aren't playing for literally everything, right? We have a reinforced kind of like bomb site side over here and a reinforced bomb site over here. We're okay if this goes, right? This is how you have to approach the 3 bomb site maps. We are totally okay if this goes. Why? First of all, we're in the man advantage. Second of all, we've saved utility like Tether, Molly. Okay, we don't have the paranoia because we fought A at the start of the round. Same with the nade, right? But you know, this isn't like something where they have like a Viper's ult, you know, and we need to like stop that from getting into the bomb site. 5v4 situation. Icy is going to get an ult here. I would have liked Icy to kind of like hold on to this and potentially like let G2 act first. So it's kind of just like a timing, like proactivity thing where like, you know, I understand that he did Prowler. Yes, you know, that makes total sense. But this is just like really uncomfortable if I'm Icy, right? I'm like going through a smoke. My left is open. My right is open. They can run in the smoke at me. It's just like unfortunate. So again, if these guys are sitting in the bowl here, kind of like waiting on timing, okay, Leaf got the door opened on him. Now, like, we can push Heaven, maybe, right? Or now we can push C-Link. I don't know, anything like that. I just want it to be more kind of like a guarantee that it's going to get value, right? Because Icy is trying to use an ult to win around here. I can't get mad at him for that. It's just like the setting of it is bad, right? He's rushing it a little bit. I would like to see that timer get all the way down to like 0, where the ult is about to go away before he shoots it. But Balance at least to go 1-for-1, 3v4 here. Balance gonna get traded out. Leaf trying to spam here, doesn't get the trade on Meteor. And unfortunately, Jonah's just been sitting in the smoke the entire time. He's going to get spammed. Okay, the Phantom is just ringing here. The Land Phantom. The Reason Sentinels won the tournament last time. Leaf 1v3. Wide swing from Charon. And GenG are going to win the bonus and start building momentum. Fundamentals. G2's strong suit. Playing the man advantage, playing the advantage, moving people around the map, baiting out utility. They do a great job at it. 5v4 situation here. They're getting ready to run to the C site. Meteor does a scramble ult, but Lackey's going to get caught out. 5v3, I mean, the round is over, right? I mean, the round is effectively over. We can just take Heaven and we can take Secret Control, and that's it, right? Perfect. Perfectly done. Icy, making sure no one can come through the door and screw us over from the Killjoy who placed that ult. We have an alarm bot for the push. This is great. Okay, we're in a really good spot, 5v3. What's going to happen here? We're going to let it slip. Rocket's going to be used. 5v3, a little uncomfortable. I understand that we have to angle out loud a little bit, but this is just too much. Jonah gets a kill. 3 of us drop. It's down to a 2v2. Jonah, 1v1. Peaks on instant timing against Meteors. Very surprised to see this. A 5v3 crumbles into a 1v1 loss for G2. It's just too fast. Let's back it up and see kind of like what could have happened here that was a little better. Again, the scramble ult here from Killjoy into Texture using his rocket. I think he did this based on the time. Okay, he's going to walk out here. He's going to die to Jonah, and we just have too many people angling, right? Leaf is now getting caught out in the open, right? Icy is now getting caught out in the open. Trent is taking a 1v1. Guys, just pick something, man. Leaf, run into the secret room with Trent. Icy, get back and let the utility, let your forward players get value before you go for this. Again, Valen unfortunately just gets timing here. You know, he's trying to hold 2 things at once. Jonah with a great trade here and just plays this just a little too fast. I just think that Meteor would never defuse that bomb with the game that he's having. Never. If I'm being honest here, in one of my previous videos, I predicted G2 to 2-0 or 2-1 this team. I thought that their fundamental and togetherness approach could really snuff out this team who relies on a lot of individual ability. Okay, everyone has freedom on this team. Okay, everyone is constantly getting caught out. Everyone is constantly going for more GenG. Okay, they're very greedy. They play how they want, and they do not give a shit about you. So 2v4 situation here for GenG, right? What's going to happen? Karen's going to ult, confirm space. He's going to take it and sit. Jonah's going to try to push a weak side here, looking to get a kill. He gets it, right? Now we're really talking that this is doable. Okay, 2v3 situation. If Jonah gets 2 kills, he has ult here. Look at GenG. 1, 1, 1. They're very stick, right? They're spread out, all 1v1s, and, you know, they're just giving it to G2 here, just letting him win it. So watch Valen play the objective here, while Jonah's going to kind of like play for kills, right? Valen's in a position where he can punish someone coming through this site smoke, waiting for Jonah to make a play. I mean, the timing here is just beautiful. Even though he's going to get killed, it's perfect timing. And Jonah with a 4K, okay, you know, well-deserved and well-played. But this is what I expected to see in this match, you know, not what we've been seeing so far. Individual moments, comfort, fighting by yourself, it's just all GenG. I mean, they are pushing the pace. Okay, they're comboing some ults nicely. They're taking advantage of some situations they've been found in nicely. Sorry, but you just take a look at these two things here. Is the main thing that I want to kind of like showcase, right? People who are constantly going to put you in the advantage, keep you in the advantage, get around in certain situations. Unfortunately, this is how Valorant plays out, right? You don't see this score line, you know, 11-0, you know, like Boostio was, right? Where he was like, you know, 0-12 at the half, because they're literally getting stomped out. These guys are going tit for tat pretty much, right? GenG had a solid start. Okay, G2 had a great finish. Then they win the pistol, right? Now we're tied. Okay, and then the attack rounds are going back and forth with the defense. This is very close. And these types of moments are going to kind of like, unfortunately, dictate how the game is going to be played. The team who trades better usually will win. Usually, right? It's a fundamental kind of like approach that you got to understand. When people are going 2, 3 for 1, there's nothing you can really do, right? So just pay attention here how GenG just have no fear in this ult re-clear situation. I mean, they just don't care. Trying, unfortunately, getting dinked through the wall here, losing some HP. Okay, Paranoia comes through with a nade. I mean, these guys are literally just face checking it. No one's like, you know, freaking out, running, TPing away, hiding, smoking the ground, run. These guys are literally face checking it. Munchkin is wide swinging, fighting Trent. Right, dies to the rocket, eats it. Charon, wide swinging, fighting as well, just standing in the open, just no fear. These guys are immediately going to come back out with some utility here. Valen's going to get caught before Icy. Even though he is going to get one more, he is going to fall here. Jonah does a good job of taking space. Now we're in a 3v2, and they can kind of like reset and take their time here. They probably understand that they're contained, right? People could have taken space. That was a fight for a long time. And everything that they're thinking is kind of confirmed with that Nightfall when it scans nothing, right? So I'm kind of confused. Not confused, but, you know, the flanking is just tough for Jonah P, right? Just because they know he's going to be there, right? It's taken so long, and with Leafs play like that, it kind of confirms it. They're going to put the lockdown down. Again, we use ults to win rounds. Jonah's having a really good game. This is a good investment in the ult. He's going to break in. He's got everything to clear. Tree, backside, pit, heaven, the stairs wrap. I mean, there's so much at once. And he's going to get caught off here. Again, Meter's just peeking you, man. He just doesn't even care. I mean, well played. We've talked about layers before. Phases, I guess you could say. We're going to try to draw some of these out on like the map here. Okay, we have like our phase 1 position. Okay, we have like some like phase 2 like positioning here, right? And then we have like our like phase 3 positioning. So as you can say, G2 are very far backed up, right? This started with a B main default, right? Just trying to get some info. They grabbed the orb, reinforced it, put an alarm bot down to see that it hasn't been re-cleared. Okay, they were also out in mid. They know no one's pushed mid. They know no one's off. Maybe someone could be in this position here, but other than that, it's fine. Leafs had an aggro turret up this entire round, and what is going to be called here, okay, I'm guessing, is that they want to end on the aggro turret, right? Why do you want to end on the aggro turret in this situation for your GenG? Look how much time has passed, right? We've done 50 seconds of defaulting, okay? Spreading around the map, pushing people back, okay? Leaving this up. this is a line of control for G2. Yes, it is a little false, but it still counts, right? So when you have a line of control, you don't really have to do much, and that's kind of like the approach that I think GenG are coming up with here. Is they're like, okay, you know, we're gonna sit, we're gonna let that marinate, right? We're gonna let that turret just sit there, and we're gonna come back to them later in the round because they should be trusting the information that it's providing, right? So it ends up kind of working flawlessly here. They pop the turret, all goes through. Okay, smoke, molly. This is a little craziness here, but at the end of the day, thank God no one was there. G2's or GenG's sake. Icy's trying to bait here for Leaf. You know, it's just nice fundamentals here from the boys, and just, you know, having the complexion to be able to clear that, right? Just not being lazy about it. Good due diligence. 3v4 situation. G2 need to take a risk on timing. Nice counter paranoia. I mean, the land phantom. I'm not going to stop talking about it. It's just so broken on land, dude. Like, it's just a laser beam. Online, it just does nothing, but it's a laser beam on land. Very, very important round here for GenG to win. Okay, they have like a pretty big investment. If they can win this round and start, okay, getting some money, they could be in a good spot. They're only going up against one ult, even though it is a Hunter's Fury. They do have 3 themselves on land. Icy's going to pop knives. He's kind of like floating around in this position, looking if he can pick somebody. And on that timing, when he sees no one, okay, John's going to call a flash here from Jonah. Perfect. Full blind on Charon. Dead. Very nice job. 5v4 situation. Risk is going to be limited a little bit here, and just watch how perfect like the timing really is, like from GenG, right? Watch how they don't just like, again, like freak out in a situation like this. Even though they have no smokes, they just take their time. Really nice misdirection here. A drone comes out on good timing, right? He's going to be able to ping this turret, and he might even be able to Odin spam it since he has an Odin here. Okay, Meteor is going to ping this alarm bot for the boys, and they're going to be able to walk up cat and take a timing. At the end of the day, when you're in the mid disadvantage, you got to take risk, and this is a great way of doing it. This is calculated risk. This is not brain dead at all. Okay, this is actually smart. Turret being broken again, forcing away that info, taking away that info, forcing them to move around. Look at the timing here. Look how reserved the A players are playing. Double jiggles, just trying to play distance, right? Ready to throw a knife and slow stuff down if it happens. Okay, double ping is going to come through. They have a good count of what's going on. VALORANT unfortunately going to get pinged, trying to TP away. The help comes. 2v1 trade, 2-to-1 trades in their way, but the ult is going to get one more. Icy now in the bomb site with VALORANT, who's been tagged once. Meteor gets a new timing here, and watch how Lakia is probably going to make noise for him in this moment, right? Running up, making noise. Now Meteor peeks, kills VALORANT on timing. 1v1. Icy tries to reposition with Trent here, which is great. 20 seconds. They're actually going to let the bomb go down, even though he's one off ult. He's sitting, he's waiting. He doesn't really have the chance to use it. Once both players are confirmed, Icy's going to get taken out. And now Trent alone in the 1v1. Fundamentals of G2, the thing that has gotten them to where they are now, falling apart, right? I think just going a little too fast there. I don't know if Icy should be the bait with knives, but at the end of the day, you know, you're trying to operate fast, I understand. So, G2 have actually already won 2 Thrifties in this series, one on Lotus and one a couple rounds ago on ASCENT. And I think the main thing that they're kind of like missing out on here is like taking risk, right? When like the footing is like a little more even, okay? I feel like they're constantly just doing like little pokes, like little like shoves, like playful little jabs instead of like really just like socking somebody like right in the chin and just like laying them out on their ass, right? That's the like an energy, like the anger like we need to see in this team, man. I mean, they have the audacity, okay, to do these like 1-4 mid walkouts, right, when they're broke. I want to see that aggression come out to play during the gun runs as well, right? So we're gonna see Leaf hit a really nice 1D on a Meteor here, just catching him lacking. 5v4 situation, okay? He calls out that there were a bunch of people in mid, so the speed up's going to happen here. A little util investment. Nice pathing, clears everything out. Trent's going to back up, make sure he doesn't get 50-50 in that smoke. Door's closed, bomb's going to go down. 5v4 situation. Texture, here we go. And what do we talk about? The individual moments and just doing whatever they want. This is it. They're ready for him, though. 5v3. Drone not being broken. Charon's got to do it himself. Trying to live. Spammed 5v2. Leaf for 3. Okay, we're running in here now, right? Smoke's going out. They have fragment for the bomb, and they have the Hunter's Fury. Okay, the smoke goes down. They're gonna get ready to tap. Fight's gonna come through. Munchkin, you know, I don't want to call him lucky. You know, it was a nice lineup. At the end of the day, he instantly killed the guy. Lakia gets his one. Now ulting. 2v1, making sure the push doesn't happen. And G2 are going to end up losing a 2v5 situation because they got on the bomb a little too fast. They got to be playing for the trades there, and they can't let GenG just do whatever they want in that corner. I'd just like to say I really like the idea of taking this timeout here. Okay, half ended 4-8. G2 win the pistol, the anti-eco, and the bonus. Okay, main difference that we want to pay attention here is that 2 rifles were saved. So now in the 7-8 game round, this is where the game can just completely spiral out of control. Right, our eco's a little weird. Right, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna stop them? Thwart their momentum. Okay, do not let them mount a comeback. We've seen them do it so many times before. Okay, G2 have showed us they're composed. They don't they don't care what the score is, how far up they are or how far down they are. They're basically going to play the exact same. So the timeout's going to get called here, which is really good. I like that Locky is making an aggressive play, okay, and he's not baiting, right? He's kind of like baiting for the people with the guns, right, to like make plays here, okay? So I think this is like a really good call and like a really good idea. He wants to die on this angle, okay? Yeah, great if he gets a kill, but he wants you to come in, fight him, kill him, and say, yo, let's go, we got one. Speed up, into Meteor here, who is just playing lights out this tournament and just owning everybody. This is the idea behind this, right? So the wine knife is going to scan 2, it looks like. At least 1. Texture's going to move over. They're just sitting and waiting, right? G2 don't really want to get caught off by like the aggression. The timing there's a little unfortunate for them. They didn't actually see the Bucky. Nice shock. Leaf trying to clear out corners and break some Killjoy utility here. The walk up in mid happens. Flash dash. Pressure's coming in. Walls are closing on him. Smoke's a little fat there. Texture able to come through on it with Meteor getting the first blood onto Icy. Now a 5v2, 5v1, 4v1. Jonah lagging behind there. Finally gets some impact. Blind thrown from Kieran, just trying to screw him over or make him make a step so they could figure out where he is faster. And this is just unwinnable. Flanks open, spawns open. Sight has some disgusting crossfire with a shotgun. I mean, best of luck, brother. He's trying to poke it around. He's trying to play it smart, but GenG aren't interested in giving him any space. They're just forcing him back, just making him run away. Lakia pushing for some ult orbs here. Puts him down to literally 1 HP where he's going to have to save. So, again, really nice time out there. Really nice game planning. And G2 jumped the gun and, run into like a little bit of a stack there and missed their trades. I mean, it's just painful to watch at this point now. I mean, now you're in the position to win the game right here. Okay, and when you have a start this good, it's just so emo to lose it like this, man. Hunter's Fury, set play, rush coming in here. We're going to completely blow up the bomb site, break a bunch of Killjoy utility. Icy's going to go in here. Okay, darts landing, scanning, flash. People are revealed. Okay, we got a double entry, double first blood into this bomb site. The round is over. I mean, the round is simply over, okay? Limit risk, 5v3. Make a setup in the bomb site, okay? Maybe let the B main guy work with like a flash or a dart or something. Anything like that is good. Great. Love to hear it, okay? Icy trying to just be the tip of the spear, try to stay in front. He's going to get flashed here. I mean, the drone sees texture, Does it not? I mean, he looked at it. I saw the drone, like, literally looking at him. So Leafs just got to be able to sacrifice here and just be able to jump down, right? The spam is coming through, okay, land Phantom. I don't even think he had a chance to react to that, if I'm being honest. Okay, this guy's 20 and 10. Like, just run away from him. Literally just run away from him. Just get away from him, okay? 4v2 now. Sorry, 4v3. Trent just trying to live, poking around. Munchin's going to win his one and kill a person trying to trade him. Now Trent is left in the 1v2 here. Previously a 5v3, now a 1v2. Texture peeking way early. Kieran doing a nice job just defusing the bomb here. Specifically because he knows he used all of his, ammo, right? And is reloading. There's no reason for him to get off. And I mean, this is just the nail in the coffin for G2 right there. And we can see it right here on Trent's face. That kind of just like proves that. It's just like, damn, like, can we make it any harder for ourselves, man? Like, come on. So the op being saved in the previous round, Texture's going to try to get active with it. I mean, he's dominating him. This is kind of like a save coming through here from GenG, right? They're going to play the distance. I mean, they've done a great job managing the tempo of this game. Okay, they're consistently taking timeouts when they need to. Fortunately, they're winning clutch situations, causing G2 to waste their timeouts. And I just feel like they have just been in the advantage the entire time. Okay. This is just pretty devastating. After everything that's already been happening, you instantly go down to a 3v5. Okay, thankfully, they are kind of like on eco here, right? Not everyone has like a full investment into the situation. Trent does a nice job with this utility. Valen as well. Scaling comes in here for Icy, 3v5. Really nice just movement here from Icy. Insta double kill, okay? Taking risk when he needs to. Another trade onto him. Slowing the game down now, right? 2v2 situation. Just taking his time, letting the planner plant, okay? Letting these people reveal where they are. Don't need to angle out and fight the opera just yet. We don't actually know what's going on. Patience, sitting, waiting. To be honest, it almost seems like he's baiting for a flank at this point. With Jet audibly running down, and this flash and knife being thrown, they know it's double door. Trying to peek off of each other here, making sure they're not getting baited. Trent with some nice counter scaling utility and a one-way being thrown here, forcing them into this gen position. Double hold coming in from G2. Spray comes through, Texture trying to lead, pre-fired by Icy. There we go. Kind of a recorrection here from the last 2v1 that they had, and Icy's gonna get an ace here. I mean, this is insane, man. I mean, this team has gotten so far, I feel, with so little time, and they have the potential easily to be the best team in the world once they really just iron out all the little stuff, right? Just really dive deep into it and iron out. If you guys don't know, this is Icy's first international tournament. Okay, the guy has been playing really good. He literally just brought up to the league this year, and I feel like he gets a lot of undeserved hate. He's by far the most flexible duelist player in the region. And I mean that like with full seriousness. So this was a really big moment for him, and I'm really happy to see him be able to convert that like on this stage. Yes, you can be the better team. Yes, you can come with a better game plan. Yes, whatever. Okay, at the end of the day, when people are shooting like this, okay, I'm not trying to say that G2 is a better team than GenG. I was just using it as an example there. Okay, I just want to show you the shot that has been hit here. Okay, Meteor, Texture, okay, Charon occasionally. Like, they are constantly doing stuff like this and just ripping you apart, man. It's just devastating. Going a little deep on the angle here, getting the rifle to break it for him to cause Leaf to peek. What an insane shot. On this stage, in this setting, what a shot. Lackey's going to act big on 20 HP to stop Trent getting even close to, taking space here. Icy thinks he has timing, smoking this alarm bot. It was heard by Texture. Again, double man advantage, and he's still working this forward. I mean, this team does not care, man. He's still walking forward. They just play with no respect ever, man. They just do whatever they want to you when they want. Now in the 5v2, they're like, all right, I'll reel it back a little bit, right? Textures push all the way through B. It's probably going to be A. Even though Munchkin's still peeking on timing, he actually finds them. Paranoia at a stall. They're fully zoned and herded into this position. And, 2v5 on this utility, this HP, this setting, just totally unwinnable. Trent, 1v5 to keep him alive. Again, just nothing he can really do here. Karen playing for info and stalling. Really just well played. Finishes off with an uber wide swing. And GenG are going to move to the grand finals of Shanghai. So on top of the fact of no one really having a day for G2, I mean, no one really had like great like performances here. Okay, big time people, not trying to exclude Trent and Jonah. I just feel like they're more consistently performing at like this like above average. But as of late, okay, Leaf, Icy, and Valen are people who have just been like popping off crazily outside of that like one Jonah P series, right? And we don't see that from them today. Okay, even on first death, Sentinel, negative first deaths, duelist, negative first deaths controller. Games like this are just really hard, right? Just pay attention again to like what's going on the other side, the things that you have to deal with outside of strats, outside of remembering all this stuff. Like the shooting matters as well. Look at this. Plus 20, plus 10 first kill, first death. Meteor, plus 18, plus 3 first kill, first death. Charon, pretty quiet series from him, but at the end of the day, like these guys are picking up not only his weight, but even more. And it just made the game really hard for them. They start out down 7-0 on Lotus. They start out down, what was this, 5-2 on ASCENT. They end a half, 4-8. It's just very hard to come back from these situations. People are going to continue to play with confidence. They're not going to give you space. They're going to stay in your face, right? And again, this is still a young team. Yes, they do have experience, but they've grinded through so much more, right? This is a really good showing for them. They take a little time off, much needed, much deserved, right? Enjoy the winnings that they had, put themselves in a position where, they get to really iron it out for this next America's League, and then prepare for champs. Obviously, I'm recording this if you didn't realize, in the time where I know that they're eliminated. That's why I'm kind of saying that. I understand that they weren't eliminated yet, but that video's coming out tomorrow. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you so much. Support has been great lately. I read every comment. If you've gotten this far, please consider liking, subscribing. It helps me a lot, and it's free to you. If you're looking to get better at the game, you can join my Discord and check out the options I have for Valorant coaching. And other than that, follow along with all the socials down below, including my Twitch where I stream. Thanks again. T-Dog out of here. Deuces.